I'm lost in your energy. You got me feeling weightless, no gravity. I feel so high when you look at me. Caught up in your sweet, sweet fantasy. Oh my God, it's so electric, unexpected, oh. Oh my God, this feels so reckless, drop my defenses.
What's up guys, Key Michael here, professional volleyball player, but you already knew that. What you maybe didn't know is that I am starting a vlogumentary diving into the lives of professional volleyball players and kind of just showing you guys what it's like to be an athlete in 2020, in COVID, in Europe. You guys probably actually did know that. I feel like that's literally all I talk about these days. If I meet anyone new, I just talk their ear off about this project. But nevertheless, that's what we're up to. And I am still in Cannes. It's starting to feel a little bit like Groundhog Day, I'm not gonna lie. But if you're gonna be stuck anywhere in the world indefinitely, it might as well be Cannes, right? Not complaining. But I'm here to visit the third and final team in this beautiful area of Cannes in the south of France. In the last few videos, I introduced you guys to a couple of the more well-known teams in this area, which are RC Cannes and Le Cannet. And today's volleyball guest is the new big hitter for team of Mougins, and that is Tessa Grubbs. She was an All-American at the University of Tennessee. She had a short stint in Slovenia, and now she's out here trying to make a name for herself in France, in Mougins. And just as a quick side note, Mougins was actually meant to go down at the end of last season because there were 14 teams in France. And when COVID hit, the league basically decided, all right, wherever the standings are, that's the way they are. So the first team from the second division came up, and that was East, and whoever was in the last position was meant to go down, and that was Mougins. But I guess they made a compelling enough argument to the federation that they might have won their last few games and been able to move up the ranks by some miracle. But that's the reason why there are now 15 teams in France this season, and I already thought 14 was a lot, so it's gonna be a long season for you girls this year. But Mougins has brought in Tessa to hopefully reinforce their ranks and make sure that they don't find themselves in the same predicament next season. And so I sat down with Tessa to talk about all things, how she sees life as a pro, how things are different in France versus Slovenia versus in college. We had a long, in-depth conversation about all of the things. If you want to, you can definitely listen to the full podcast. It will be linked down below. But for now, here is a little sneak peek for you guys. This being your first 1.5, yes. Season 1.5, what other things have you experienced that you're sort of like, well, that would have never happened in college, or that's definitely not something I've seen before?
Post-match on Saturday, getting a glass of wine.
Yes!
Like, we were allowed to order a glass of wine at dinner, and I was like, wow. Like, I feel like an adult.
Oh, I'm an adult. I can make my own decisions. This is new.
And it's not just like, turning 21 in the US is exciting because you finally get to drink, but it was like, this is a whole nother level. Like, my coach is right there, and I can have a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Like, because in college you don't do that. I mean, even if you are 21, your coaches are like, obviously, no.
I think there's some rules about that, right? The coaches are actually not allowed to be in the same vicinity as you if you're socializing or drinking or alcohol's involved or something.
And so it was like, our coach was like, yeah, you guys can, everyone has like a glass of wine or a beer. And I'm like, wow, I like this a lot. That was definitely something that I was like, a post-game match like with the coach.
And that was an away game. And home matches, normally it's similar as well. You'll all go up to the VIP area, well, depending on each team, but there'll be like some kind of small room with some little Snickers, some little snacks and drinks. Like, that's a really big part of it. The fans, or the benevoles, which are basically the people who work around the club that don't get paid, they love to have drinks with the players afterwards and just you know, chat and get to know you a little bit as a player. And yeah, they're always beer, wine, red wine, wine.
I love it here.
So I love hearing the different perspectives and opinions and insight from different players at different levels, at different stages in their career, but especially from the players that are fresh out of college, because some things over here in Europe, after 10 years playing pro, they kind of just become the norm for me. And speaking to someone like Tessa, I remember, oh no, that's actually pretty weird that's how things are over here. But it sounds like Tessa has the right idea. Get her foot in the door somewhere like Michel, show what she can do, and work her way up to an amazing professional volleyball career. At least that's my hope for you. And it sounds like if anyone can do it, you can. So good luck and go for it. Thank you for taking the time to show me around your training and your apartment. I will link that video here if you guys haven't seen it. Thank you also for having a chat on the podcast. Thank you to the staff and the players and the coaches of Michel for letting me literally crash your training this week. And to Luna, as always, for the French subtitles. If you guys have any suggestions for future guests that you'd like to see on this series, then please do leave a comment below and let me know who that is. Also, hit like if you got anything out of this video. Hit subscribe if you like volleyball, and hit the bell if you're an absolute legend and you want to be in the bubble with us, because doing it every week. Thanks, you guys, and see you in the next one. A lot of thanks in that video. I thanked like the entire friggin' world. Thank you, world. Thank you, television. Thank you, microphone. Thank you, light. Thank you, camera. Oh, thank you. Good night.